88.1 XFM Total Innocent Music Station, also another episode of Mic Time with Marty, sponsored by Mic Time with Marty. I have a familiar guest to Palmerston North, the drag community, and RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under. It is the one, the only Ivanna Drink. How you doing?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. Now, big question to start off, drag. How did you get started?
Oh, we're getting right into it.
Yeah.
I started drag, I think it was 10 years ago now. It's probably closer to 11, which is crazy to think. I started kind of as a means of like um fulfilling a bit of theater, if that makes any sense. I did drama in school and I really enjoyed like the crowd participation and the feedback that you get from a live audience. And so I was trying to kind of find ways to get that back because I really did miss it. And then I just thought I'd try TV and that didn't really work out very well. I just didn't enjoy it. Um, and then I thought I'd study theater, and then that was just like it took a bit too long, and it was more practical. It was more theory than it was practical. And then I ended up signing up and entering a drag competition. And then I ended up winning, and then that kind of just like ticked all the boxes, and yeah, it's been 10 years since.
Love it. Now, during your intro, I did mention Palmerston North. We have met before when I did drag school. Here's a little photo of us right there. Um, do you remember a lot from doing drag school?
I do actually. I really enjoyed it, and I remember just kind of sitting back and talking with everyone and it was kind of more of like a big gossip session than it was kind of me teaching anyone anything.
So, do you remember my makeup skills?
Yes. Or lack thereof.
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you have rated it? Because I have my own thoughts, but I want to hear it from you.
You know, I would never rate someone on their first try because drag makeup is actually really hard. Like I couldn't do it very well when I first started, and I was kind of like left to my own devices and just had to figure it out. I think you did a good job. I think for your first time, especially I remember your eyebrow blocking was what you struggled with.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so that was probably even to be honest with you, even now I'm like I still kind of struggle with it. So
I
I'll give you a nice 7 out of 10 for for just trying, because you did it. It'll get easier the more you do it. I
yeah,
mean, it's been a while, but
I mean, it's even generous for me looking like Krusty the Clown in stiletto heels, but I appreciate it.
what would you rate it?
Oh, see, I'm my own worst enemy, my own worst critic, so I would not even give myself a rating, but we're just gonna go from there. So you mentioned you did a bit of TV. From what you've been most recognized on is being on RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under. How was that experience for you?
I think it was a really interesting experience. No one can really gear you up for what kind of experience it will be to be on reality TV. Like I knew a lot of people had done the show before, and they kind of give you their ideas, and they give you kind of some insight into what to expect. But it's not until you're actually there that you're kind of like, oh, this is actually what I have to do, and this is what's expected, and this is what it's going to be like. Um, it was tough. It was fun. I met a lot of amazing people. But it really did mess with my head and my self-confidence a bit, and it took me a little while after filming ended, to kind of get that back. But I guess it's just part of the machine, right?
Yeah, exactly. Now, I do have to ask, you are my second drag queen to have on my show. What was it like meeting the one and only RuPaul?
Yeah. I didn't really get to spend a lot of time talking to her. But she does look incredible. I think she looks fantastic. She's really just so professional, I think, and that's something I still look up to her. She's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And she kind of comes in, she's always ready and she does what she needs to do. She does it in like one take, two takes, and then she's like, okay, cool, I'm done now. And that'll be it.
Okay. So, what advice would you give someone that's wanting to start drag or start performing like you have?
I think you just need to do it. You need to. I don't know. I mean, I don't live in New Zealand anymore, so I don't know exactly what the scene is like these days. When I was when I was starting out, there were options for like new queens. It was Disco Bloodbath, which was a really cool alternative performer space. There was Drag Wars for any kind of performer, which was great. You have family shows in Auckland. I mean, I don't really know a lot about Palmerston North or any other places in New Zealand, unfortunately. But you have to find something that you can enter or something you can get involved with. But give it a go, try it, go out, enjoy yourself, and just do what you can to get noticed. And then that's kind of where things start to happen.
Yeah. I think the only thing drag forward that I know is still happening here is Drag Fest, hosted by Rhubarb
Yeah.
Rouge. We love Rhubarb. And then I believe Drag School is still happening, but haven't quite seen a lot of that. So I think our class may have been the one and only. So
The most, yeah. The best class.
100%. All right. So Ivana, obviously, doing theatre, being on reality TV, you have to be quick on your feet. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your quick thinking?
I'm not going to rate it too high because I am worried something's going to come. I think, actually, I would rate it quite high. It's probably like an 8 out of 10. I think when you're hosting things, you nearly need to be able to like think on the fly if someone was to heckle you or say something. And I remember a drag queen I used to work with. She doesn't really do drag anymore actually ever, but it was Tara Patch, and she was like one of the original Klutzy girls, and she always said that it's always good to stay up to date with what's happening in the world because that's what makes jokes funny when they're relatable to what's going on at the moment. And so that's always really stuck with me. So I even in the UK, I still try and do that. I listen, no, don't listen to things. I read it. I'll find something to say about it. But yeah, I think I would say that my I'm quite quick-witted.
Okay. Well, we're going to put that to the test. I'm going to ask you
I
a
knew
bunch.
it. I knew
It's got to
it.
come. It's got to come. I'm going to ask you a whole bunch of quick fire questions. You just got to answer them as quickly as you possibly can.
Okay, easy. I can do that.
All right, here we go. Coke or Sprite?
Coke,
Summer or winter?
summer,
Let's go. Spicy or sour?
spicy, but
Favorite
neither
color. Favorite color.
pink,
All
hot
right.
pink,
Hot
to be more
pink.
precise.
Okay.
It actually depends. Sorry, just to like ruin your flow here.
No, you're
I
good.
actually have a favorite color in drag and out of drag. And my drag one is hot pink, and my boy one is is blue.
Okay. Okay.
It's
Love
very
it.
stereotypical, isn't
Mm.
it?
Favorite song right now?
Oh my gosh, what have I been? I really love the song. It's called Dance by an artist called Slater. I don't know how well known she is, but she makes like it's like just really fun dance music. And her album's coming out this month, and I'm really looking forward to being able to listen to that.
Plug. Um,
Yeah.
favorite movie?
Do you know, I actually don't have one.
Okay.
It's crazy. Yeah, I know everyone has like a favorite movie that they love, and I just don't have one.
I mean, that's fair enough. If you could meet one celebrity in the world, who would it be and why?
It would probably have to be Lady Gaga. I think she's a huge inspiration to me,
Oh,
and she's killing it right now.
yes, 100%. If you could visit one country in the world, where would you go?
Oh my gosh, I've done so much traveling recently. If I was to go to anywhere in the world, I think it would be Iceland. Or is
Okay.
it Greenland? It's Greenland.
Greenland. Okay, there we go. If you weren't doing drag, what would you be doing?
I actually do have a day job. I don't do drag full time. I
Mhm.
work in money laundering, like anti-money laundering stuff
Mhm.
during the day. So it's a corporate job for a bank over
Love it.
here that's yeah. So I'll probably just be doing that, I think. But
Okay.
I also think that I would like to be doing something creative as well. Maybe like teaching, drama teacher or some sort of like creative role somewhere.
Okay, follow-up question. If you were a drama teacher, what would be the first musical piece of theater that you'd want to bring out?
I mean, if I was allowed to, it would be Rocky Horror, which is my favorite musical.
Hmm.
I watched that when I was like 15 and we were obsessed with it. But I don't think it's the most appropriate thing for like a high school production. Um, Otherwise, it would be Rocky Horror. I just had to push for it.
Yeah. Okay. Now, true or false, according to my sources, were you on a Netflix show called Cowboy Bebop?
True.
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 Okay. What was that like?
Well, do you know, I actually remember, I was talking about this the other day, actually. It was a night shoot.
Mhm.
And so I think it was like a 7 p.m. call time, and you'd go up until like 4 or 5 in the morning. But I had the great idea of not taking time off of my day job. So I'd be working like 8:30 to 5,
Mm.
and then pretty much going home, getting into drag, and then going up to set. And luckily, it was like a 2 minute walk from where I was living at the time, so I could just walk up and down. But it was 3 days and I was exhausted, like to the point where I had bloodshot eyes the whole time. And I was like dropping, what was it like? What was that red eye stopping stuff?
No, yeah, yeah, yeah.
The eye drops so
Yeah.
that I would have bloodshot eyes.
God,
Clear eyes is what it's called.
there we go. Okay, so continuing on with the quick fire questions. Favorite season?
Of like the,
Summer, winter.
oh, that, okay. I do love spring. It's not too hot, it's not too cold, and everything's kind of starting to grow.
Okay. If someone was to say that they were coming to New Zealand for a vacation, what would be the first thing you would tell them to come do?
Oh, I think you cut out a little bit. What was the question?
So if someone was to come to New Zealand, what would be the first thing you would tell them to go do?
I would say you have to go and do the bungee jump in Taupo specifically because it's such a beautiful outlook, and you go right into the water and it's like blue and gorgeous.
Okay. If you could be on another amazing podcast or talk show, which one would you choose?
I feel like maybe call her daddy. I feel like
Hmm.
she has really deep questions.
Yes, yes. And she just finished doing one with Alex Warren, which I've been dying to see.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, I think her interview, I love listening to them. I think they're just so like you get to know a lot more about people than you normally would in like a standard interview.
Yeah, exactly. What has been the most asked question for you for being on RuPaul's Drag Race?
I think it's would you do another season? I
Hmm.
got actually asked that 3 times yesterday when I was in Cambridge.
Would you do another season?
No, I don't think so. I'm not sure. It would have to work out. I think it would have to be convenient. It's expensive to do Drag Race, and I've got a lot going on now in my life that it would have to be the right time, I think.
Yeah, 100%. Like right place for everything.
Exactly, exactly.
All right. And final question, which happens to be the most difficult question according to the guests that have been on my show. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, see, this is a hard one actually because everyone always asks me this, and I've obviously moved from New Zealand to the UK,
Hmm.
and all of my friends here, that's just what we talk about all the time. It's like, what are you gonna do? Like, I honestly, I don't even know what I'm gonna be doing in 1 year from now.
Yeah.
I don't know. 5 years is a long time. I think 5 years from now, I could still be here living in London, or I might have moved back to New Zealand. I know for sure that I'll still be doing drag. I'll still be doing that as a side hustle to my normal job. Um, but yeah, I don't think I could answer the question of where I'll be doing that.
Yeah, 100%. Like you don't know where the world's gonna take you. All you know is that you're gonna do
Exactly.
what makes you
Exactly.
happy. I love that. Right. Well, Ivana, I'm going to put you to the test. You get to ask me a couple of quick fire questions and you can be as difficult as you want.
Oh my God. I'm just gonna let everyone know that I didn't know about this.
Mhm.
Um so okay, first question. What was the most important thing what was the thing you took away from our drag makeup class?
That no matter what you look like, you can always have something to like bring out to people and bring out to a stage.
Oh, that's really nice actually. That's really nice. Who would be your ultimate guest to interview?
Ooh. See, this is like picking children I don't have. Right now, I would love to be able to pick the brain of Jim Carrey.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Love him.
Um, what is the most what is the most unhinged conspiracy that you think might be real?
Aliens are real.
That's not unhinged though, because I feel like that's quite like 50-50, right?
Okay.
I'll give it to you if I'll give it to you if you want.
I can't really think of
Um,
anything else.
yeah, neither can I. Actually, sometimes I get like set in like a TikTok hole of them, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this could be so true. Like the last one I got really into was like Conformity Gate for Stranger Things. Did you see that?
No.
And they thought that the last episode was fake, and everyone was like, look, like really hyper analyzing the season, and I was just like, are they going to do that? But it obviously never happened.
Oh wait, no.
Um,
I do have one.
yeah.
Um, going back to Jim Carrey, how apparently he was cloned by a drag queen at a French award show.
Alexa Stone, yes.
Yeah.
I still don't even know if that's true or not. Like, AI really does like mess with me sometimes because I'll be watching videos and then I'll be like, is this real? And then my boyfriend will be like, that's AI. And I was like, are you sure? Because it looks really like realistic. Um, okay, I'll do one more. What could it be? What is the most important lesson that you've learned in your life thus far?
Oh, like in regards to doing my show or just life in general?
Um, Both. I've also realized that this is not really quick fire. These are like deep
It's,
questions.
it's just normal questions, but I love it. Um, Doing the show, the amount of times that I have people come up to me and just go like, "Oh my God, you've interviewed like Susie Cato, like you've been able to talk to guys that have been on America's Got Talent or RuPaul's Drag Race," and I'm just like, "Yes, I did, 100%. They're just people at the end of the day." Um,
Mm,
so like not being like so starstruck. Like there's been a couple of interviews that I've done lately where I've just been like, oh my God, this is actually happening, or holy crap, I just did that. And then in life, you can't control what happens, but you can control like how you feel during it. So like if say you like lose your job or things like that, like don't be so down the dumps, just go, okay, cool, that happened, move on.
yeah, I like that. I actually do the same, something similar. I always give myself a day to be upset,
Yeah,
and then the next day, or like, I just brush it off and move on.
exactly. So your entrance line for RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under was, I don't know about you girls, but Ivanna Drink. How, like, did you have to make it on the spot for your entrance line, or was it like, did you get a little bit of time to practice?
I think that you. I actually I had written it before I even got to set when we first started filming because I guess everyone knows that you're gonna have that particular line.
Mhm.
You only get one chance to do it, and that's it. So if you mess it up, that's it. You're stuck with it. Which is why Amel's line, who was in our season, she missed. She actually messed up her line, and then I think she actually walked back and just redid it. But they kept the whole thing in the cut at the end. So yeah, it
Jeez.
was funny.
So if you could pick two queens that were on your season to do a show with, who would they be?
Um, Oh, this is actually really hard. I think I would probably pick. I would love to work with Gabriella Bucci. She is so fun. I haven't seen her in so long. And I think she's just got such a kooky energy. She's a great performer. And another person, maybe Ashley Madison, because
Mhm.
she'll make a nice poster for it.
Yes, yes. So let's see. What are the three things that every drag queen needs to be able to do what you do?
I think you need to have a knack for talking to people, or at least a willingness to do it. I think that's probably the biggest thing I could say would be important, is people love talking to drag queens, and if you can't talk to them back, then you're kind of setting yourself up and them for not a very good time. Um, so that would be number one. Number two is just patience and time, and I think nothing's going to happen and like you're not going to look amazing to start off with. You're not going to have enough. I mean, sometimes people do have enough money, but you're not going to have a lot of money to really invest in wigs and clothes and all that sort of stuff because drag is expensive. And like this is my wardrobe. I don't know why it's covered. This is
Mm,
my little wardrobe behind me.
mm.
Um, but this is 10 years of collecting and finding pieces that work well with me. So yeah, time and patience, and also I guess another one, the third part would be setting time aside. I feel like I've just said the same thing twice, but really investing in your drag persona and what it is you want to put out into the world and kind of what it is that you want to do. Like, do you want to be a singer? Do you want to be a lip syncer? Do you want to host? Do you want to be a comedian? Because there's so many different facets of drag that I think people don't quite realize is a thing.
Yeah,
Because I think in New Zealand everyone's kind of like just good at everything that they do.
that's true. So were you always going to be named Ivanna Drink, or were there other names in your repertoire that you were thinking about using?
Well, I initially was Ivana Wiglet for a little while because I was obviously in a relationship with another drag queen at that time.
Mhm.
And so we kind of were family almost. And then yeah, we ended up just I dropped the name, picked up Drink, just for a number of different reasons. And yeah, and so that kind of stuck and now it's just me and who I am.
I love that. I love that. Now it says here that you are the second Fijian ethnic queen to appear on Drag Race history. How does that feel to be able to represent your family and represent your culture?
I think it's really important. I feel really proud to have like that kind of stat because I'm also proud that it's number two because I've had another one before. Because I think growing up, you didn't really get to see a lot of people. Well, I mean, I didn't see a lot of people like me, on TV and doing things like this, and and I think it's really important for everyone to be able to see themselves, whether that's sporting or, on Drag Race or singers or actors or, every single person needs some sort of representation, even if it's just a superhero in a movie or a princess on a Disney show.
Yeah,
Um, yeah. So yeah, I'm really proud of that.
love that. So what would you say your do's and don'ts of drag are?
Um, oh, don't talk about others behind their backs because 10 times out of 10 they'll find out about it and there'll be unnecessary drama. Do be really I think what I look for in queens working with is if they're easy to work with. So always be like, you know, you don't have to be amazing like 10 out of 10 every single time, but just come to work and do the job and don't really cause unnecessary drama. I think that's my biggest bugbear about some queens. I'm just like, can you just do the job and move on? Have fun, do have fun. Um, yeah, and I think, yeah, just don't take yourself too seriously.
Mhm.
That's probably another one that I would say is that you're doing drag, you're dressing up, you're having fun. Don't take it so seriously.
Okay, I love that. All right, so we did quick fire questions. Now it's time to play a game I like to call Third Time's the Charm. So I'm just going to give you a topic or a subject, and you're just going to name three of them. So, for example, three colors: red, black, blue. Something like that.
Okay.
All right, so name three types of chocolate.
Milk, top deck, caramello.
Perfect. Name three colors you never normally would think of.
Azure, cyan, forest green.
Okay. If you could pick three musicians to go on tour, who would they be?
Um, Lady Gaga, Slater, and who would I like to see? Uh, Zara Larsson.
Okay, Zara Larson's
Yeah, I
been
think I've
popular
actually
before.
seen. I'm actually gonna see. I think she's coming to London soon, actually.
Oh, jealous. Um, okay. You are hosting a drag race watch party. What are three snacks you have?
Popcorn, chocolate, and cheese and crackers together. I think that's one ingredient, right? Cheese and crackers.
I mean, yeah, they kind of like fallen together.
Yeah.
Um, let's go. Three favorite alcoholic beverages.
I'd love Fireball
Hmm.
whiskey, a gin and soda, and there's this drink. I don't think they have it in New Zealand. It's called Tequila Rose, and it's like strawberry flavored milk, but it's quite alcoholic. It's kind of
Huh.
like Bailey's in consistency, but it's strawberry.
I will definitely have to find that. I am a tequila boy
You have to
myself.
Google it. Yes. I don't even, it doesn't even really taste like tequila. It's just like sweet.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
it's nice. It's
Yeah.
weird.
I'll definitely have to have a look. Um, let's see. What are the three things you have in your emergency drag kit?
It has to be eyelashes because that completes the look.
Mhm.
Foundation and eyeshadow because you can do
Okay.
everything with eyeshadow.
Hmm. If you could pick three celebrities to put into a full face of drag and they had to walk the runway, who would they be?
Three of them. I would love maybe Zac Efron
Hmm.
because that would be interesting. Um, The Rock because that
Hmm.
would be. Can you imagine? I would run out of makeup. Um, and one more person, RuPaul, to see if I could try and do that makeup.
Hmm. Okay. Um, the question is though, if you were to have Zac Efron walk the runway, what song would he
Yeah.
walk to?
Oh, good question.
Would it be a
I
song?
want. I have to. It has to be Get Your Head in the Game. I think a High School Musical one, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, was it either gonna be a High School
Obviously.
Musical, like Greatest Showman, but it worked.
Yeah.
Okay. So from when you did Drag Race to doing Drag Fest here in Palmerston North, what have you been doing with yourself?
Oh gosh. So much. I started a company called Drag Queen Bingo, which operates actually in New Zealand and England.
Mhm.
So I've been doing a lot of events here and yeah, and booking back there. What else have I been doing? I've made some really nice friends. I'm doing shows with them, which is amazing. Last night I was in Cambridge with a company called So You Think You Can Drag is what it was called. What else? I've just been traveling a lot. I've been really enjoying my life. Yeah, and making the most of life on the other side of the world. It's almost summer here actually, so it's been sunny and that's been really nice. The sun sets at like 3 p.m. at the in the middle of winter, so it's like dark all the time, but now it's like bright.
Oh, I love that. It is currently sunny but cold, and I hate it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like dark and rainy and cold, so it's probably not too different.
Yeah. Um, okay. So I've asked you a lot of questions throughout this interview. Do you have any questions for me? Like how I got started or anything like that?
Um, I'd really how did yeah, how did you start?
So I went to radio school in Tauranga. Literally got accepted on my last day of high school. Because I
Oh my gosh.
obviously during high school you've got all those moments where you're just like, what the fuck am I gonna do? And it kind of just like came to me. I applied for radio school thinking, oh yeah, like I'm not gonna get in, I'm just gonna say like, oh yeah, I did it, like I might have a plan, and then I actually got in, and I was literally running down the street going, holy crap, I got in. Did radio school, and one of our little assignments was to interview a celebrity or an influencer. My first one was Ben Barrington, who plays Drew McCaskill on Shortland Street, and
Right.
it just progressed from there, from where my first show on my Mike Time with Marty talk show was Boyd Rolliston. I've had Minnie Cooper from RuPaul's Drag Race,
Oh yeah.
I've had so many people, and it's kind of just progressed to that, to where TikTok's been a big thing, and then I've had all these other different little platforms to where I can just go, yeah, I've got interviews coming up, behind the scenes are going to be coming up soon, and watch it.
That's amazing. And so where do you see yourself going in the next 5 years?
Oh, I mean, I would love to be able to get some A-listers, like some people that are just like, holy crap, how the heck did he get them on there? But also, I mainly interview people, not only for like their careers, but also for their stories. Like a lot of people have got different aspects on life and aspects on things that are going on. And I love to be able to just sit there, even if it is for like 30, 40 minutes, and just pick their brains a little bit and just think like, wow, this one person, which everyone aspires to be, had this thought, and then this person was just like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna see what the fuck happens.
Amazing.
Yeah. Do
That's
you have a
great.
final question for me?
Um, if you had to eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be and why?
Ugh, cereal, because I am a bitch for a bowl of cornflakes.
Yum,
Yeah.
yum. I haven't had cornflakes in so long, actually.
They'll have to be the first thing you get next time you come here.
I'll add it to my list.
Yes. All right. Well, Ivana Drink, thank you so much for taking your time. Social media, where can people find you?
You can find me Ivanna Drink IVANNA Drink on Instagram and TikTok, and I think Facebook and kind of everywhere. If you just put that name in, I think the only one that's different is X, and it's like, or Twitter, and it's Ivanna Drink NZ.
Hmm.
But I have some really fun TikToks coming out because my boyfriend makes me film them.
Are we
So
gonna
we've been filming heaps.
make the boyfriend edit one of your videos again?
He edits actually most of them.
Oh, whoops.
He's so big on social media, and I'm like the worst at it. And he goes, okay, this is, he writes me lists, like literal checklists, and this is what we're gonna film. And then he does them, he edits them, and then he says, okay, and you have to make sure you reply to all the comments, and I'm really bad at that.
I love that. That is so great. Um, okay, final question, or I'd say second final question. What are your plans for the rest of the day?
Well, it's actually 8:30 p.m. here, so we've actually just started that new Nicole Kidman TV show that's on Amazon Prime. I
Oh,
have no idea what it's called, but she's like a forensic psychologist, and it's like it follows a series of murders, and
oh,
it's like a set in like present time and also 28 years before. So we've literally just watched about like 15 minutes of it. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and then going to bed early because I have had no sleep this weekend.
yeah, no sleep for the wicked. Okay, and final question. If you could pick three people to be in your spot on my show, who would they be?
I would say I would talk to Gabriella Labucci, because she can talk her way out of anything. I would invite, who else is really good? Maria Thattil is an Australian. I think she won Miss Australia, and she's a First Nations bisexual woman, and she's fantastic and so inspiring. And the third person would be, I'm trying to think. I want it to be a good one. Oh my gosh. Jacinda Ardern.
Oh, Auntie Cindy.
That might be a hard one. Yeah, that might be a hard one to get through.
I've actually met her. She came to a comedy show that I was doing in Auckland when I was working there. So
Oh,
I
really?
didn't do the whole formal thing of like, hello, Miss Udnurse. Hey, what's up, Auntie Cindy? And she's like, comedian. I'm like, yep. Alrighty, Ivana, thank you so much for taking your time. I really appreciate it. If you
Thanks for
could,
having me.
of course, if you could split out one piece of wisdom to cancel out this episode, what would it be?
I would say don't take yourself so seriously. Live your life, and make sure that you do something that makes you smile every single day.
I love that. All right, well, guys, this has been yet another episode of Mike Time with Marty with the amazing Ivanna Drink. If not told you today, we are super fucking proud of you, and we'll see you guys next time. Deuces.
Bye.